This is the Discovery Channel. I'm Sir Richard Attenborough, watching a young lion in his natural habitat in Vacaville, California. The young lion has hunger in his eyes. I'm just playing, y'all. What's good? This is DJ Ed Carmon. You are watching Coach Prince doing it here at the Georgie Duke in Vacaville, Boxing Profiles TV, working with one of our young lions, Jaden. Look at that paddle work right there. Yo, Jaden is one of our young cats. He's a teenager, literally. This dude has his whole career in front of him if he chooses so to be an amateur or a pro. Look at that. Crisp. Teenager. Great job. Look at that. Coach Prince. Jaden working hard.
Good job, man. Good job.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we do here at the Georgie Duke.
Good job.
Yo, man. Respect you, bro. Right on, man. This dude right here. So many young lions. Telling y'all. Yo, we'll flip it back. What is going on? You just saw this dude on the other side of the camera. What's going on, y'all? Once again, this is DJ Ed Carmon, but who cares about me? This is, hey man, right here. It don't even matter about me. It's just the dude's the man of the hour. Every time, the man, the myth, the legend. I introduce him every week. But yo, your accolades, man, speak for themselves. Coach Tazzle Prince, you know what I'm saying? How you doing, Coach?
Good, bro. Doing good. Doing good.
All right, Prince.
Man, they don't realize.
Woo! He gets workout too.
Hey, they don't realize how hard of a job that is when you're doing offense and defense, and you're making them put their hands up, moving their head, and you want them to be able to do the combination punches off of them doing their movements. This again hasn't been done for a while. When you look at the coaches right now, they don't teach that. Everybody's going off of more of a shoulder roll, or a 6'3" defense. Well, you know what? Nothing wrong with that. I think that's great. However, the fighters really got to understand what catch and shoot really, really is, and what it really, really means. It means intercept the punches that's able to come to them, and they got to be able to move their heads, and they got to have fast reflexes. You understand? You can't do this without fast reflexes. Now, here's the hard part about this.
Pay attention.
The hard part about this is, no matter what level you are, if you're not practicing what I just did right there, even professionals will come in here and won't be able to do that drill.
Okay, and that's what I was gonna say. Sorry to cut you off, but we talked about this week in and week out. No disrespect to none of y'all, but there's a lot of you guys out there, pros, or you know, those of y'all that think you can do it. But yo, straight up, what I'm trying to get at is, if you think you got what it takes to do paddles, to do mitts here with Prince, Coach Jay, Coach Matt, Coach Jose, come on through. Like we'll invite you, no ego. Come on through. Georgie Duke here in Vacaville. Show us what you got. If you think you got it, do some paddle work with some of the coaches here. Do some paddle work with Prince. And like I said, Jaden, teenager, y'all. Teenager. If he chooses so to pursue amateur, or this kid's gonna be a problem. There's so many kids there are gonna be problems because, like I said, it speaks for itself. Fundamentals, drilling, instinctual, making it like walking and talking and breathing. As instinctual as that.
It should be natural. Everything that you do in boxing should be natural. You shouldn't be forcing anything. When it comes to it, I see a lot of fighters. They force their punches. They don't move their heads. Their chins are up in the air. They don't turn the shoulders. Which is, and you know what? What's sad about it is I see it in the professional ranks also. The same thing. And all it takes is one punch to end the fight. Have a good one, bro. No matter who you are, no matter how good you are, I don't care if you're on a championship level, I don't care. You could be one of the best in the world. We just seen Jaime Munguia get knocked out. Why? Because he dropped his hands. He got hit right on the chin. Sleep. Okay? Fight's over.
Case in point, anyone can get touched at any point.
At any time.
You can get touched at any point.
And I've said it before, you know what I mean? And I don't want to sound redundant, but I'm saying it for a reason, is because we see so many fighters do it. And the discipline is the thing that you have to be able to maintain, is discipline. Okay, but the most important thing is off of that, what we just did, I also show them how to punch in between the punches. Okay, now that's something that I may not show on video, because that's something I'm more than
Secrets.
likely, I'm not going to show that on video at all. Okay?
Secrets.
Right off of the offense and the defense, right then and there. Everything's got to work simultaneously.
You said
okay?
punching off the punches, catching
and shooting,
returning,
and returning. Know when to punch, know everything, and it's called timing. Okay, and we'll find out. Most people understand what timing is, but how many people today actually punch in between the punches? Name one fighter that's actually punching in between the
bro.
punches.
How you doing, man?
Good. Okay, name one person that's actually punching in between the punches. Name one fighter today that does it. We're on the podcast.
That's all good, bro. No, one of our other students.
So
we active over here.
So name one fighter that's punching in between the punches consistently. One fighter that's doing it.
Canelo.
Not all the time. Nope. Not all the time. Nope.
Who you say?
There's none.
There's none.
No. I haven't seen anybody punching in between the punches consistently. I haven't
None.
seen none.
No matter what weight class.
No matter what weight class, they're not doing it. They're not punching in between punches. Okay.
He said it.
Okay.
Coach Prince.
Well, see, here's the key. The key to punching in between the punches. All right, guys, have a good job, Mateo. All right. The key to punching in between the punches is positioning. Okay. The two most important things in boxing, one is timing, the other one is positioning. If you have timing and positioning, you win the fight. You understand? Now, what a fighter gives you is what you take from them. If the fighter is dropping his hands, in the beginning, if he's dropping his hands, in the later rounds, they're going to go even further down. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? So if you see a guy that's out there and he's not keeping his hands up, you just wait till the later rounds. As the rounds go, as the body starts wearing down, and eventually you're going to get to him. It's just that simple.
Or like you said, and before, like you said, you work the body. And then you go for that headshot. Because you know what I'm saying? You pull that hand down. You hit the arms.
You hit the arms. You utilize everything that you have in order to win the fight and to be smart. That's called your ring IQ, whatever it is, whatever they want to call it. But the bottom line to it is you got to get the proper training. Okay? If you have the proper training and you're able to do these things, do everything, you don't need a plan A, B, C, and D. You don't need it.
It just comes to you.
The reason why,
because it can go B, D, C, A, all the other alphabet. You jump around because
exactly.
You're that astute.
Well, you're that astute. You're paying that much attention, and you know how to react off of what your opponent is doing. See, most fighters today, when you look at them, how many of them do you see reacting off of what the other guy is doing?
None.
None
You
of
said
them.
none.
None of them, right? None of them. So let's see. We're going Sam. All right. So we as coaches, we need to make sure that our fighters, no matter what their age is, they got to be able to do exactly what at the beginning of the video, right?
Right.
They got to be able to see it. Now I didn't know you was going to do that, but that's okay though.
No.
But
That's the thing. You know, I wanted to show also. I mean, you got, like Prince said, we have youngs here. You see them in the background of that while Jaden and Coach Prince are working on the paddle work. There's some young cats here, and so like Prince said, from the young, some of them as young as 7, 8 years old, to the adults. It's all the same. It's the same in the sense that, like you said, trying to teach all of it to move together, offense and defense, legs, arms, head.
Everything has to work as one. If it's not working as one, then you can see their flaws, you can see their weaknesses. Now I'm gonna say something that I don't hear a lot of coaches talking about. Okay, a lot of coaches don't talk about how important your eyes are in boxing. Okay, your eyes are the most important thing. If you're fighting and you have your hands down, believe me, a good fighter is going to attack your eyes, because if you attack your eyes, you are disabled, period.
You can't see.
I don't care how good you are. I don't care if you're a world champion. I don't care who you are. You could be disabled in the blink of an eye. All it takes is one punch. And this is what people don't seem to understand. Well, I'm going to get off of that subject. Let's talk.
Wait.
boxing. Let's
Okay,
talk.
the talk of the town, right? Is that what you're gonna go into?
Yeah, let's hear what you're
Okay.
gonna say. Let's see what you're gonna say.
So talk of the town.
Who's the talk of the town?
The big news. Casuals are talking about it. It's quote unquote real fight fans, the coaches, everyone's talking about it. They put pen to paper. It's gonna happen this year. Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. They're gonna be fighting. They put pen to paper. They're gonna be fighting. Funny thing is though, Gervonta and Bud have been talking a lot of mess online to each other too. But I mean, obviously that fight didn't come to fruition. But I mean, selling themselves, obviously, you know, there's a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk, you know.
Well,
which is good, right?
Well, but here's what my personal opinion about that: Gervonta and Terrence Crawford. You know, I mean, that's neither here nor there.
Because you heard, I mean, Gervonta Tank is saying that he's gonna retire soon.
Yeah.
So that's like a big deal.
And you know what? If that's what Tank wants to do, then that's what Tank's gonna do.
Right.
Tank has already proven himself. Tank has shown that he has an ability that a lot of fighters don't have. Tank is an elite fighter. I don't care what anybody says. Tank is an elite fighter. Okay.
For sure.
Terrence Crawford is an elite fighter. There was a point in my when that I looked at Terrence Crawford, I was like, man, I wasn't impressed with Terrence Crawford. I wasn't impressed with Terrence Crawford till he actually beat Errol Spence.
Errol Spence.
That's when
You had Errol Spence.
I picked Errol Spence to beat
Right.
Terrence Crawford, and Terrence Crawford proved me wrong. Okay, and I'll say it on camera. I was wrong. I even told Theo, DJ Theo. Shout out to you, brother.
Theo, hey, sorry. You got excited to get Theo come through, man.
Yeah.
He's our DJ.
Yeah,
man. I
yeah.
love you, Theo. You know what I'm saying?
I even told Theo, nah, I said Errol Spence is going to destroy him. But it was completely flipped. That coin got two sides to it, and I was just focused on the heads, and the tail side won. And I was like, wow, what he did to Errol Spence was sad, but it was amazing at the same time. And I'm going to point something out that he did that people don't even talk about. What Terrence Crawford did. And if he does this to Canelo Alvarez, he will win. Crawford was punching Errol Spence underneath his arms in the armpit. In the armpit.
This here, there is lymph nodes under
Exactly. He was hitting them right here underneath the armpit.
How can you throw with your arm disabled?
Because I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, when it comes to defense, right?
Right.
If you have your hands up, and I keep saying this, if your hands are up, when a guy comes, you slip the jab, you're already on the inside. Boom, his arm goes out, it has to retract. When his arm is retracting, he is vulnerable. He's vulnerable to the body, to the head, to the arm. He is vulnerable. Whenever a fighter throws a punch and he pulls it back, he's vulnerable. You have a very small window to be able to react. That's why you have to practice reaction drills. What punch can get there? The jab.
The jab.
That's why the jab is the most important punch in boxing. Is because the jab, if you know how to throw the jab correctly or different ways, you could get to your opponent when your opponent is pulling his arms back. Okay? That's what I mean by punching in between the punches. You can't be afraid to get hit. Okay, you understand?
Right.
You gotta have defense. You gotta be able to move, because in boxing you're gonna get hit, right?
Right.
So, but the key is if you got a good defense,
you mitigate how much you get hit.
Thank you.
How hard you get hit.
Thank you.
Because jab and defense, which
Wins
shameless plug. Wins fights, but shameless plug here. Go on Amazon. Art of the Jab. Defensive techniques by your man here, Coach Prince, which is, as you said, the fundamentals. And so you're saying, betting folks out there, you're saying, and I'm sorry, I keep on coughing because you know what? I worked out with the kids since 7 o'clock. My lungs feel good, but man, I worked hard on here, and that's the thing. I know we're jumping around a little bit, but once again, if you're out there watching, thank you so much. If you're in the area, come in, and train with us here in Vacaville, here in Solano County. Come to the Georgia Duke here in Vacaville, train with us. Nonetheless, if you're watching, thank you. If you have not already, subscribe, hit that button right there. Boxing Profiles TV on YouTube for analysis, fight tips, what we're talking about right now. And that's the thing, we're getting more content. DJ Theo, shout out to DJ Theo, he's helping us out with that. We have stuff that's coming to fruition. And I mean, we've been talking about it week after week. Talk is cheap. The cream rises to the top, just like Macho Man said, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? We're about to be the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. You know what I'm saying? just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. You know what I'm saying? But on the humble,
everything takes time.
Takes time, we just gotta keep on moving forward. And like you said, stay humble. But at the same time, we got animals here in the making. So with that said, if you're a betting man, Prince is saying right here, if Terrence Crawford can do what he did against Errol Spence, go under, hit those lymph nodes.
Let me tell you
spleen,
something. Let me tell you something. Okay, if he's able to do that, then he is going to. He's going to really give Canelo a hard time. However, okay, Canelo Alvarez is still pound for pound one of the best boxers around.
Hands down.
Terrence Crawford might be number one, and Canelo is somewhere in there. But I'm still telling you guys, do not underestimate Canelo Alvarez by any means, okay? Because trust me when I tell you, the man can fight.
That man can box,
okay?
Man.
And believe me, he has a hard time with people throwing the jab. But I will guarantee you, he's been working on that. And believe me, for a fight of this magnitude, I'll guarantee you, he's coming in that ring, he's going to be 100%.
He has something to prove.
Okay?
He has something to prove in the sense that he's like these guys, like he's been there. I still remember the trilogy with GGG, with Golovkin, and the hits those two were trading to each other would make other dudes cave after one shot.
Exactly.
Canelo was battle tested, proven, and like Prince is saying, never count him out.
Yeah, you can't
never
count him out. And if anybody sit back and they're going to say that Terrence Crawford is going to win this fight, you think that he's going to just go in and dominate Canelo Alvarez? There's something wrong with you. Okay,
it should be a close fight. It should be a great fight.
You said, wait. We put it like that. We hope it is a great fight. That's what I say.
Like you said, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Okay, we hope it is a great fight. Don't think because Terrence Crawford has been beating all these other great fighters that he can't be beat. He can be beat. He is not invincible.
No one is, right?
He is actually fighting someone who is on the same level as he is. And remember, all it takes is one punch. Now, with that being said, getting back to this fight, David Benavidez, David Morrell. That is the best fight that I think we will see in 2025. Morrell and Benavidez, okay? And here's the reason why. Number one, they don't like each other. Okay?
They sure don't.
They don't like each other. All right?
Hold on, y'all. Let Prince explain what's going on.
Yeah. They don't like each other. That's number one. Number two, David Morrell will retaliate whatever Benavidez does. Okay? And then Benavidez is going to retaliate what Morrell does. That is what makes a great fight. And I expect those two to go to war. And the fighter that makes the most mistakes is going to lose. The fighter that continues to drop his hands. The fighter that keeps his chin in the air. And actually, I see both of these fighters in their training do the same thing. I see David Benavidez when he throws his jab. He's like this, and his chin is up in the air. There's video after video seeing it. When I seen him doing his flurries, he's doing all this. His hands is not coming back up here like he's supposed to. Throw the punch, and your hands are always coming back. These mistakes is what gets people knocked out, okay? And yes, I'm calling out the guy's mistakes. I see David Morrell, he lunges in a lot. Sometimes he has his chin up in the air also, okay? So, the bottom line to it is who make the mistakes. Whichever fighter makes the most mistakes, that is going to be the fighter that loses the bout. Both fighters got knockout power, okay? David Morrell has the advantage because he has 4-inch reach. That means Benavidez has to try to slip up underneath the jab. Benavidez got very, very slow feet. Very, very slow feet, okay, because he's a flat-footed fighter. David Morrell comes from that Cuban style of boxing where he can get on his toes, he got those angles, he could cut in, he could cut out, okay? David Benavidez has never, ever, ever faced a fighter like that, period. Don't get me wrong. I love what David Benavidez does in the ring. I'm a huge fan of David Benavidez, but I'm going to be real. He's in a fight with a guy that has a better skilled, better athlete, okay? Now, everybody is saying that David Benavidez is the one with the most experience, right?
Right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not true.
I say it's even, and here's why it's even. David Benavidez's amateur record is 15-0 as an amateur,
right?
Okay? David Morrell's amateur record is 130-5, okay? Years and years and years of him being in the amateurs, okay?
Whoever said that don't matter is mistaken.
Yeah, you guys are mistaken because we see the Russian fighters coming in, and all of the Russian fighters are basically doing the same thing.
They got 5-0.
They got
professional.
They got 300-400 fights, and they're in the ring with your Terrence Crawford. Matrimov, he's got over 300 or 400 fights, right? He only had 12 fights, but he went the distance with Terrence Crawford. Crawford won the fight. But it was some people said it was basically a draw. Hey, I'm not a judge. I'm just going by what they said. But what I'm telling you is if you guys are thinking that the amateur records do not count, you are mistakenly wrong. Because in the amateurs, that's where the basics are, okay? The basics of boxing is what is going to make you win. That's how you become a champion. The fundamentals of boxing. If you're getting away from the fundamentals of boxing, you're going to have a hard time becoming a champion, okay? It is the basics of boxing. And that's why Canelo Alvarez is so great at what he does. He utilizes the basics very well. Floyd Mayweather utilized the basics of boxing to become undisputed. Crawford uses the basics of boxing to become undisputed. Jamon Lard, what's up, my man? Hey, I saw Carlos the other day. He had his helmet on, and he was saying, yeah,
This be an inside joke. Hey,
inside joke, my man.
Nonetheless, it was good. Oh.
He said he gonna put hands on Crawford. Hey, he might. He might put hands on Crawford. Then again, there's a flip side. Crawford might put hands on him. Maybe, okay? But the bottom line to it is we want to see a great fight. That's what's up, okay? All right? Now, getting back to Benavidez and Morrell, because that's the fight I really want to see, okay? The retaliation of David Morrell when Benavidez pushed him, okay? Now,
like you said.
Now, everybody is saying, and I'm watching this online, and I'm seeing everybody's saying that Morrell he's using all these tactics and all this other stuff. Wait a minute, whoa, let's do this. Benavidez provoked David Morrell with pushing him. Benavidez was using bullying tactics, but it was a surprise to Benavidez when David Morrell threw the belt at him because he couldn't get to him any other way. Let me tell you guys something. When a guy goes to that length to try and get you, believe me when I tell you, you got problems. I'm telling you, David Benavidez has got problems.
He didn't even care about his championship because
that's what I'm trying to tell you, okay? He's got problems with this guy. This guy is
He
going
just wants to hurt him.
This guy is going to
Wants to
come
hurt him.
after him. David Benavidez, let me tell you, I've never seen David Benavidez act this way. I've never seen him act this way. And both of them were unprofessional. Everybody was saying it was unprofessional for Morrell. Let's tell the truth about it. They both was unprofessional. Both of them were unprofessional. Okay? And that makes for a good fight, and it makes for a war. Okay? Now, Jamon Lawrence says, is the fight actually going to happen?
With Crawford and Canelo, yes. We
Yes.
just talk about it.
We just talked about that, yes.
They put pen to paper as of yesterday, I believe, or today.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you check on social media, Top Rank, Riyadh Season, all of them are top.
According to Riyadh Season, he's going to try and get the fight here done in America, is what I heard. Is what I heard. I don't know how true that is. That's what I heard. I be listening to the Zone, and I pay attention to the Zone. But that's what he was saying. So, and I think it was for May, Cinco de Mayo. I think it was for May. Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo is in May, right?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Cinco
So
de Mayo,
I think it's Cinco de Mayo is in May.
May 5th, yeah.
May 5th, and then that means if it is here in the United States, I can guarantee you guys, it is going to be full with all the Mexicans in the United States and from Mexico. It is going to be full.
It's going to be a popping crowd.
I'm telling you, trust me when I tell you, because the Mexican fighters the Mexican fans come out for their fighters, period. Okay?
Shout out to all my fellow Julio Cesar Chavez fans, because that's what I grew up watching. That's my favorite Mexican fighter.
I'm telling
There's some De La Hoya fans, Julio Cesar Chavez.
I'm telling you, Canelo's going to be the favorite to win this fight. I'm telling you right now.
Whoa.
Canelo's going to be the favorite to win the fight. Don't get me wrong. No disrespect to Terrence Crawford.
Wow.
But Canelo, he said it. I'm still the face of boxing.
That's true.
He said he said that. I'm still the face of boxing. Okay? Period.
He ain't wrong.
That's it. He ain't wrong. He's still the face of boxing. Okay? So both these fighters are going to really go at it. But again, I'm going back to Morrell and Benavidez one more time. Okay?
And wait. Before you go back on that, and I talked about this last week. So talking more about unprofessionalism, jaw-jacking, intimidation tactics, trash talking, all that. Remember, we talked about it last week. David Benavidez Sr. was quoted in saying in the Associated Press that his son is going to quote-unquote retire David Morrell and make him not want to fight anymore. Because exactly that, what we were saying, because he said he doesn't have the professional accolades that my son has, and he doesn't have the experience. You can see it. I'll pull it up right now.
Well, I understand how he feels, and he has a right to feel that. He has a right to say that because, it's freedom of speech, right? But
of course.
But
thank God for that.
But the bottom line to it is give David Morrell his respect. David Morrell is the WBA champion. Okay? You don't become a champion if you do not have the accolades to get there.
Right.
You understand?
Exactly.
So you can say whatever you want to say, okay? Your son still has to prove that he could beat Morrell, okay? All right? And the way you guys are acting, I don't know, okay? The way they're acting and all this other stuff, because listen to me. You can't win a fight with this. You got to win a fight with these right here. Punches win fights, okay? And if you are making those mistakes that I was calling out earlier, it is a possibility that your son can lose. So everything that you're saying, Benavidez Sr., everything that you're saying, there's a flip side to that coin. And you cannot disrespect Ronnie Shields. He is a great, great coach, okay? A great, great coach. So when you are disrespecting Morrell, you're also disrespecting Ronnie Shields, who is a great, great coach, okay? So you cannot disrespect the man. The man took him and made him a champion, okay? So that's what's important. Let's be real.
Okay, so let me read this, because it looks like David Morrell and his team responded as of a day ago. But right here, David Morrell poured cold water over Jose Benavidez Sr.'s fiery comment to World Boxing News that David Benavidez will beat Morrell into retirement when they fight on February 1st. Benavidez Sr. told us earlier this week that Morrell is quote-unquote lacking in professional skills. He wanted to step up to the big boys, but he's gonna get hurt.
What did he say? What did he do? Who does he say?
I just found my best out. At first I thought it was Al Heyman, but it was Drew.
But what?
Adam Hurley.
Adam Hurley, what? What are you talking about, Adam Hurley?
You might be on the wrong podcast.
Yeah.
But shout out to everyone who's watching.
Everybody, shout out to you, man.
We're doing a boxing podcast, by the way.
Yeah. We ain't talking about Al Heyman. All right.
Was Al Heyman in boxing? I never heard of Al Heyman.
Al Heyman is he's PBC. I ain't got nothing against Al Heyman. Al Heyman is doing his thing. Ain't nothing wrong with him. All those guys are doing their thing, man. I don't even. You know what I'm saying? They all doing the thing. They doing everything the right way.
Right.
So I'm just that's just the way that is.
But no, anyways, crazy. From Jose Benavidez Sr.
But we also
tough talk.
But we also know that if the coach is saying this, they say they're selling the fight. They're beefing the fight up. But at the same time,
right?
you know, They said he's an advisor. Thank you, Jaman. Yeah, they say he's an advisor.
Thank you, Jaman. Yeah,
he's an advisor.
I wasn't hip to it. So thank you for clarifying. Thank you, Prince.
But my thing is this: that they're selling the fight and they're doing a good job of it. But when it boils down to it, you cannot discredit anybody that has a world title. I don't care if they got one fight and they're a world champion. That says a lot about them if they have less fights than you and they are already a champion. And they have less fights than you. Now, let me drop something on you guys, okay? In the amateurs, when the guy is fighting, they're basically what we call protected. If they get hit with a really good shot, so referee be like, oh man, that could be a standing 8 count. They'll give him the standing 8 count, right? Oh, right here. In the professional ranks, you get hit with a good shot. Referee says, oh, okay, he looks like he's okay, and it continue happening until you get hit with a couple more, and then maybe they get a standing 8 count, or you get wobbly or something like
hurt.
That. So
you gotta get hurt.
David Benavidez, he has more fights, okay, than David Morrell as far as professional-wise. He also has more wear and tear on him professional-wise. So when you guys start looking at this and you start saying David Benavidez is going to do this, David Benavidez is going to do that, he has more wear and tear on him, whereas David Morrell is still fresh. Okay? So you guys got to consider all the options, not just one option. Just because David Benavidez go in there and he's just always the aggressor and he throws those combinations, this and that, doesn't mean that he's going to knock him out. Doesn't mean he's going to knock him out.
Exactly.
Okay? Although David Benavidez says he's going to knock him out, but
Morrell got that power.
We'll find out. We're going to find out.
Power.
Because Morrell has power in both hands.
Yep.
Okay? David Benavidez takes combination punching to knock you out.
And like you were saying, there was one point where he tried to switch to southpaw, but then you said he was squared up, right?
Well, yeah,
and he was trying to do a Philly.
He was doing a he was doing a squared up. He was doing a squared up shoulder roll. When I saw that, I was like, "What is that?" I was shocked when I seen it because whenever you're doing a shoulder roll, you're on the 90-degree angle. You're not squared up. And the video was out there, you know, and I'm talking facts, okay? I could pull the video up, I could show you guys the video, but I'm not going to do that. But I'll let you guys go there and look at it, okay? He was doing a squared up shoulder roll. That is not how the shoulder roll is supposed to be done, period, okay? David Morrell is a left-handed fighter. If you do a squared up shoulder roll with David Morrell, his jab goes right to your chin.
That's what I'm saying, that's southpaw power. I mean...
All I'm saying is if the fighter that makes the mistake, make the most mistakes, is going to lose the fight. That's all I'm saying, period. Whoever makes the most mistakes is going to lose.
But at the same time, like you said, I mean, that's the one thing that I hope Benavidez's camp is not underestimating David Morrell. Because, I mean,
well, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, so when you see a fighter that is a champion and you have these, you know, you got this nice long record, right? This great this great win record, and you see another fighter, and he's there, and he's a champion, but he's got less fights than you. Your first impression is that guy's not even in my class of fighting.
Not for me.
You understand what I'm saying? No.
You're right.
But I'm just saying.
Right.
That's what they'll do. They'll say, well, that guy's really not in my he's not on my level. That's what they'll
wrong.
say, right? You don't know that until you actually get in the ring and actually start fighting that guy, okay? Because you never know. What if that guy is better than you in 12 fights? Or
What if
11
he-
fights?
yeah.
What if
he
he's
has-
already better than you?
Or he has so much
Exactly.
experience, like Morrell, 130 wins. Oh, God, are you
Well,
kidding
he
me?
actually
130 wins
he
and
has
5
100
losses. Come on.
He's got 135 amateur fights. That's a lot of experience.
And he won 130 of
listen,
them.
That means he's fought the world's best. That's what that
I don't
means.
think people understand. That's more than a 96 or 97 percentile of wins.
Well, and see the other thing is this. Okay, everybody says that the amateurs are that's the amateurs, right? You can't do that amateur stuff in here. Well, the amateurs is what takes you into the pros. That's how you get there. So you can't discredit the amateurs either, because you were an amateur at one point, Benavidez, but you only had 15 fights. David Morrell's got 135 fights as an amateur. It matters, okay? It matters. He wasn't there for a year or two. He was there for years learning his craft. That's why in 12 fights, he is a champion. Okay, and he fought some stiff opposition, just like you did to become a professional champion with the 30 fights.
And like you said, I mean, to break it down even more, like you said, maybe some of these guys, like you said with Morrell, he got 12 fights, right? Some of these guys have less. But what is the quality of who they're fighting? If they're fighting the best of the best other beasts,
Yeah.
then how are you going to say that small win amount, which is only 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fights, it's who Morrell fought too.
Yeah,
It's who you're fighting.
Yeah.
Because if you're fighting, it's one thing if you're fighting. And no, I'm not going to call no one bums, because anyone who has
No, neither
the
fighter are
strength-
bum.
No,
Neither one of them are bum.
not just that. I'm just talking about anyone who has the who actually fights. You know.
Lawrence says, here's what Lawrence says. Lawrence says only Mayweather can properly do the shoulder roll. You know what? I do agree you, but there was somebody else that was better than Mayweather doing the shoulder roll.
Pernell Whitaker.
No. James Toney.
James Toney, lights
Don't-
out.
Hey, don't forget about James Toney. I thought he had a better shoulder roll than Mayweather. Okay? All right? James Toney. Lights out Tony. Okay? So, getting back to what were you saying? Getting back, what were you saying?
I don't even remember what I was saying.
Okay, let's do this because I want to cut it off at 45. We have 36
cool.
minutes,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, we're right.
I
Actually,
wanna-
38 minutes.
Yeah, 38 minutes. So what I want to say is this: your amateur. Here, I was saying it. Okay, your amateur record, it does matter, and it does help you in boxing.
Right.
Okay, it does help you because if you've seen everything in the punch drunk.
Mother. Just like Prince always says, though, he has his quote at the end, like, don't get punch drunk.
Yeah, don't
You
get
know what
punch
I'm saying?
drunk.
Don't
Yeah.
get punch drunk.
If you can't underestimate anybody, and the amateur record does matter. It's what trains you for the professional.
The fundamentals,
fundamentals.
that's what I'm saying. And we can't hammer it enough. Prince, and we talked about it before, there's a difference between, like you said, going with a coach that wants to teach a flashier style, or doesn't have a curriculum, doesn't have a book or a Bible to teach everything. Punch combos, stance, working off the jab, defense. We got the students here. Coach Prince teaches the importance, jumping rope, shadow boxing, taking it slow.
Yeah.
Leg, footwork, baby.
Yeah.
Footwork.
Well. Here's the thing. Again, I love what Benavidez does in the ring. I'm a big fan of Benavidez, right? But this particular
I love
fight,
Benavidez,
if
yeah.
anybody look, okay, let me explain it like this. The way to beat David Benavidez is real simple, okay? The way to beat Benavidez is a straight straightforward fighter, okay? The way to beat a straightforward fighter is to get the angles on him.
Yep.
Just that simple. And because Benavidez is a flat-footed fighter, David Morrell can get the angles on him, okay? David Benavidez has very long arms, so when he puts his arms up, he can protect his body at the same time, okay?
Until Morrell goes in.
Okay? Similar to like a winky right, because he has such long
Winky.
arms. However, when David Benavidez has his hands up like this, okay, Morrell steps over to the side because David Benavidez is flat-footed. He's gonna get caught. Okay, so
go for that armpit, Morrell.
If Morrell uses his jab consistently and consistently get the angles, he is going to hit David Benavidez like he's never been hit before. Okay, now if Morrell lunges in like he does sometimes, then David Benavidez has the opportunity to catch him. Okay, so both fighters make a mistake. Okay, and there's a lot more, but I'm not gonna go into that. Okay, but a straightforward fighter that looks for the knockout all the time, okay, can be beat. Can, like you said, be beat.
Stop looking for the knockout.
Okay,
punches and bunches.
The key is punches and bunches. David Benavidez does that very, very well. Right. He throws punches and bunches.
Like you said, it doesn't always have to be hard.
But it doesn't always, right, it doesn't always have to be hard. However, if he goes in there with that attitude that he's lately been having, as far as him going in there and actually trying to knock him out, he's going to have a hard time. You don't look for the knockout. That's the first thing. You don't look for the knockout. You let everything flow. You let everything work as one. The point of it is he going to be able to work in his mental state right now, the way he's all fired up, going to be able to work as one? If he can't do it, there's a big chance he could lose this fight, okay? So whichever fighter, for number one, makes the most mistakes and loses their head is going to lose the fight. Now, I'm going to say something.
Chess match.
I'm going to say something. If the fight goes 12 rounds, the referees are going to give it to David Benavidez. Watch and mark my words, okay? Mark my words.
If it goes to a decision, if it goes all 12 rounds, coach is saying that they're going to give it to Benavidez.
They're going to give it to Benavidez if it goes to 12 rounds, no matter what David Morrell did. Trust me when I tell you, because we've seen it, we see it all the time.
No offense, judges, but y'all, like you mentioned, messed up.
What the judges do, the judges are going off of what they call effective. They go off of what they call effective aggression. Okay, not the points like they're supposed to go off of. Okay, but again, you know, that's that. Okay, but there's some other fights that's going to be on that card. I heard Ryan Garcia is supposed to be fighting on the card.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard. But then I heard something else that Ryan Garcia failed another drug test. I heard that too. So I don't know what's going on with that dude. So, you know, his fight, I'm not looking forward to seeing his fights. I don't know, you know. Devin Haney, I don't know what's going on with Devin Haney. Tank, if Tank wants to retire,
why not?
Why not? Let him retire. You done proved yourself. Tank is Tank, okay? Tank is a knockout artist.
What do you think of Keyshawn Davis? Not enough yet to say that yay or nay?
I'm not impressed.
Sorry if you're watching. I'm
not impressed with Keyshawn Davis. I'm not impressed with Keyshawn Davis, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, you know, great skills, great skills, right? But this is what I got to say to Keyshawn Davis and all you guys in that weight class. Okay, if you want to be the best of the best, you guys need to fight each other. You got Emiliano Vargas that's out there. Keyshawn Davis and Emiliano Vargas would be a great fight. Okay?
Easier said than done.
Wait. You also got Abdullah Mason that's out there. Abdullah Mason and Keyshawn Davis is another great fight. I could go on and on and on, and none of you guys are fighting each other. You guys should be screaming at each other, wanting to fight each other, because only one of you guys can be the best.
King of the Mountain.
And it starts right now. It starts right now. Don't wait 20, 30 fights after you got all the wear and tear on you, okay? You should be looking at these guys and taking these guys out right now. That's why I'm not impressed with Keyshawn Davis, okay? If he's as good as he says, he'll be trying to get that fight with Emiliano Vargas. He'll be trying to get that fight with Abdullah Mason because he has something to prove. Okay, then there's a lot of other great fighters in that class. Okay, there's a Gabriel Garcia that's right out of Pittsburgh from the Lions Den. He's another guy in that weight class. Another guy. Okay, there's a lot of guys that's out there. Okay, that are undefeated guys in that weight class that I would like to see fight, but none of these guys are fighting each other. You understand?
Fight each other.
The only way you get a big name in boxing is by beating another name in boxing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how.
What happened to Hagler Hearns?
There we go.
Hagler, Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray, Hands of Stone.
Okay.
You know.
So, okay, let me speak that.
Roberto Duran.
We jumped around a little bit. Okay, everybody says there's 4 kings of boxing, right? But there's actually 5 kings of boxing. Okay, the one guy that you guys forget about is Wilfred Benitez. Okay, Wilfred Benitez fought, as you guys say, 3 of the 4 kings. He fought Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Thomas Hearns. Okay, and he was the youngest champion ever in boxing at 17 years old. Okay, and if you go back and look at the fights with Wilfred Benitez and Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, you will find out how good he really was. Okay, so you cannot say there's 4 kings of boxing. There's 5, and Sugar Ray Leonard fought all 4 of them, and he won.
And that's exactly what goes back to these young stallions now.
Exactly.
If you guys are the best,
exactly.
we got to take it back to the essence like these guys
exactly.
were. Look at Muhammad Ali fighting George Foreman.
Exactly.
Fighting all the folks, Thriller Manila.
Yeah. But my whole point of it is Keyshawn Davis, Emiliano Vargas, Keyshawn Davis, and all you other guys that are out there, fight each other. Stop talking, fight each other. Because what's going to happen is this. The moment you guys start fighting each other, you're going to eliminate those other guys. There could only be one person on the top of the mountain.
Who's king of the mountain?
Which one of you seriously wants a title shot?
Who wants to be
who wants to be the man in boxing? You guys are the young lions coming up. Prove you're the young lion. Prove it.
Like you said, it's savagery. If y'all want to take it to the essence, like I said, easier said than done with me too. But if you have that mindset that you're straight up warrior, savage.
If you're the best and you know you're the best, step up. Step up and say, I'll fight Keyshawn Davis tomorrow. Get the contract. I'll sign it. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't about that talk. It's about that.
It's about, look. Skills pay bills.
Skills pay bills.
Okay? Now, we see in this generation, everybody's scared to fight each other, though. That's what we see in this generation. Okay?
Stop it.
So, anyway.
Hey, I was say, with that said, like I said, that's a great way to end.
Well, that's a great way. That's why Riyadh season is bringing everybody under one umbrella to make them all fight, and he's paying them big money.
That's what I'm saying. All these dudes, I think that's why they won't fight each other, because they all want that money. Which is, okay, but at the same time, if you're really about it, shout out to Master P, right? If you're about it, like some of these cats here, they'll fight for free. Shut up! I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, Jamon Lawrence said, "Add me to the live."
But next time,
come on down next Tuesday and next Thursday, brother.
Yes,
come on down.
So every Tuesday. So before we leave again, got to shout out Georgie Duke Boxing Gym here in Vacaville. Shout out to Coach Jose, Coach Mac, Coach Jason, Coach Prince, of course. Boxing Profiles TV on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. Follow Coach Prince on Facebook and Instagram, because like I said, it's about the content. We do this interviews type session, webisodes every Tuesday. If it's not Tuesday, we'll let you know. We're doing it Wednesday, we'll do Thursday, but it happens every week. We appreciate y'all watching us. Jamon says he works Monday through Friday, 2 to 10. Nonetheless, thank you for watching us, Jamon. Saturday. Coming on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Like
Saturdays
this guy goes live on Saturdays.
We go live on Saturday.
So sometimes I'm not here, or a lot of times it's just Prince and then some of the other coaches here. But he shows the work in the ring. bag work and stuff. And so, yeah, we'd love to have you come through. Anybody wants to train, come on through.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to be looking for you, Jamon. I'm going to be looking for you, my brother.
You know?
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to come through to hear the Georgia Duke Vacaville.
Yeah.
Come on through. We would love to train with y'all. With me, I'm going to keep it real. I'm a novice. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I've only been here the past 3 months, and I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, we do got a lot to talk about. And,
come on through.
And check this out. If you wanted to come, you know what I mean, I'll try to set it up to where you could spend the night. And the reason why is because that way you ain't got to drive back. You know, that way you ain't got to run back, take that long ride, okay? Try to hook it up for you. Okay, my brother? Now, check it out. Remember something. Keep punching. Don't you guys get punch drunk. And remember something, guys. The fight with Benavidez, David Morrell is a 50-50 fight, okay? Whoever makes the most mistakes is going to lose the fight. Unless it goes to the judges, then the judges going to give it to David Benavidez. I'm telling you that now. What time Saturday? You could come Saturday. We're here from 9 until 1.
You hear that, y'all? Whoever wants to visit, 9 to 1 on Saturday. Yep. And then usually kids class starts at 7.
No, there's no kids class.
No, not on Saturday. Yeah. But I mean Monday through Friday. Usually, if you had the time to come out, 4:30. Wow, 4:30 in the afternoon, and they're here sometimes until 9:30 or 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, shout out to all of our viewers. We'll end it just like Prince says. Say it one more time in case they forget, Prince.
Keep punching. Don't get punch drunk. I want to see Sugar Shane laughed out.
We'll have Sugar Shane mostly come through too.
He called me Sugar Shane. That's funny.
You know.
But you know what, guys? This boxing thing is crazy. He's on the undercard. Now I don't know what Sugar Shane is doing on the undercard. I mean, come on now. Come on, Sugar Shane, really?
You know.
Hey, I guess if Riyadh gonna give him a couple $1 million, I guess I would do it too.
Yeah, why not? You know.
What the hell, you know? I guess if Mike Tyson can get on there and make $20 million, why not? You know.
Y'all better watch out because if you give Prince here a few million, you see this guy come out of retirement too.
Come out of retirement, man.
With that said, y'all know. Thank you for being with us. Straight up. Thank you for watching us. If you've been watching us, join us again next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Coach Prince here, Boxing Profiles TV. Signing out, y'all.
Yeah.
Take care, y'all. Peace. Thank you so much.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, Canelo and Crawford, I got Canelo. I'm telling you that right now. I got Canelo Alvarez to win that fight. Trust me when I tell you.
Wow.
I got Canelo to win that fight.
You heard it from
Unless Terrence
Prince.
Crawford knocks him out, he ain't gonna beat Canelo. I'm telling you that right now. That's me saying it, okay? Everybody else is saying something else. Herman, I got your message. Yes, I'll let all the coaches know. We'll see you on Monday, my brother, okay? Jamon Lawrence said, me too, by knockout. Canelo Alvarez, by knockout. I'm telling you, he is going to surprise everybody, but everybody, Canelo is going to surprise everybody. Trust me when I tell you.
There you have it.
Before I go,
one more thing, y'all.
knock him out, pest control.
Yo! Can't forget. Hold on. So we keep on doing these false endings. I want to show this to my bosses. Shout out to Auntie Mary Jane. Shout out to Jake.
Yeah.
Kuya Joe. All of everyone there. My fellow office workers. Dom, Alex, Georgia. I love y'all straight up. Knock them out, pest control. This whole winter season, I know, here in Solano County, I know for a fact, some of y'all have been plagued by rats, mice, ants, roaches, silverfish. Stop it. Stop suffering. Holler at us. Knock them out, pest control. Find us on Facebook. Find us online. Knock them out, pest control. We are located in Solano County, but yo, straight up, we go everywhere. Anywhere in the Bay Area, Northern California, period. That's how we do. We put our heart into it as well. You're not going to get some pest control folks that don't care about you, that will just, get rid of the pests, or you'll see results. One, you'll see results. Two, you'll see people that actually care about you and care about their job and want to see results for you too, want to keep y'all happy. Stop dealing with pests in your home. Holler at us. Knock them out, pest control. We're looking for them to sponsor too, because you know what? something's cooking. We said, y'all, like I said, you can't forget. Something is cooking. You about to see some fights live soon, courtesy of us. Straight up, we love y'all.
Hey, everybody. Hey, all you guys over at Journeys. Hey, big shout out to you guys.
Mornay,
Heather. All you guys, Heather. All you guys.
Journey.
We'll be talking real soon. I'll talk to you guys. All right, you guys have a great one.
One love, y'all. Take care. Peace. Join us next week.
Good. We went a little over.